You are watching TGZ TV.
The Global Zambian, the only magazine that celebrates quality, cross-culture lifestyle and entertainment.
Hey everybody, I'm Norbert Leo Butz and welcome to BCRF's 2021 Virtual Symposium and Luncheon.
On behalf of everyone at BCRF, to the patients, the caregivers, and the extraordinary scientists working tirelessly around the world to end breast cancer, we want to express a warm thank you for joining us today.
This has been an extremely challenging time to live through for everybody.
The loss of lives and livelihoods from the worldwide pandemic of COVID-19 is almost too much to fathom.
And just when it seems like we're returning to life as normal, things take another unexpected turn.
But we keep going. Breakthroughs in our understanding and treatment of the disease have continued over the past year.
And thanks to your support in these difficult times, BCRF has been able to ensure that life-saving science can continue to march forward.
That's right. BCRF has been able to maintain its support of nearly 250 grantees in 14 countries across the globe, cementing its place as the largest private funder of breast cancer research in the world.
In just a moment, we'll hear about some of the groundbreaking and inspiring research happening all over the world, from Seattle, Washington to Sussex.
So now, let's get to the science. It's our pleasure to introduce BCRF's founding scientific director, Dr. Larry Norton.
This is the symposium that we give every year to inform all of you what we're doing and to basically outline the extraordinary progress that we're making against breast cancer. It's really amazing to consider that since 1993 we were founded, really how much progress we've made. We've just come off an international meeting that was actually based in Oxford, England, where we actually looked at the national and international statistics on breast cancer, and we've seen a drop in the death rate from breast cancer universally, every place where advances have been made, and many of those advances have involved BCRF research, and essentially all of those advances have involved BCRF scientists. You know, the whole concept of BCRF was based on a kitchen table conversation I had with Arlene Lauder in the early 90s, saying, what can we do to make progress faster? And it was her idea that if we took the very best scientists from around the world and we gave them the freedom and security to really follow their imagination and create a cooperative enterprise, a collegial cooperative enterprise rather than a competitive enterprise where most science was happening at the time, we can really make progress much faster.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for the 2021 Virtual Symposium and Awards Luncheon.
We're grateful to BCRF's Scientific Director, Dr. Judy Garber, and BCRF's founding Scientific Director, Dr. Larry Norton, for gathering some of the world's leading breast cancer researchers for that remarkable discussion about developments in the field.
And we'd like to congratulate all of today's award and grant recipients. The work you do and the tireless energy you put toward our cause means so much to the millions affected by breast cancer.
Throughout this challenging time, BCRF has remained strong. It is thanks to your extraordinary commitment that we've been able to support the legion of brilliant scientists we will recognize today.
However, the reality remains that every 2 minutes, somewhere in the US, a woman is diagnosed with breast cancer. We must continue to fund the research that will change and save millions of lives around the world.
Thank you for your continued support of BCRF and for joining us in our mission to end breast cancer once and for all. We hope you enjoyed today's awards presentation, and we are hopeful that this time next year we'll once again be together in person.
Hi everyone, I'm Alina Cho, and I'm so happy to be here in support of BCRF. You know, I've never spoken about this publicly, but I am a breast cancer survivor myself. In fact, I found out I had the disease on my 40th birthday. Thankfully, I'm healthy now, but I remember at the time being terrified, really paralyzed with fear, which is a big reason why I'm so grateful for the work that BCRF does. You know, sometimes I get the question, why haven't we found a cure for breast cancer? Well, the reality is BCRF is the gold standard, and the work that they're doing is getting us closer and closer to the goal of finding a cure.
This morning, I've got the great honor of presenting the Jill Rose Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Fight Against Breast Cancer. Jill was a founding member of our advisory board, a good friend of Evelyn's, and somebody who was extremely important in the very early days of BCRF in terms of really getting us going to accomplish all the things that we accomplished today. It was because of her spirit. I mean, this is truly a person who's beautiful inside and out, who lit up a room when she went into it with her intelligence and her enthusiasm and her energy. In her honor, her husband Marshall and daughter Wendy have established this award, which we give to somebody who's really made a major difference. It's my great honor and pleasure to introduce Dame Lesley Fallowfield, my good friend, who has done extraordinary things in the battle against breast cancer. She was originally a nurse, but then got into oncology and is one of the real leaders in the field of psycho-oncology. She's from the University of Sussex in the United Kingdom, and in 2016 was elevated to be a Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire. Her work is in patient communications, in quality of life research, and in patient-reported outcomes, which is a way for patients to be able to communicate their symptoms and their questions to the healthcare system directly, and has actually been shown by randomized clinical trials to improve prognosis. Her work in communication is really extraordinary, teaching physicians and other healthcare providers how to speak to patients better, to educating patients on how to communicate their concerns better. And medicine is not just drugs and surgery, it's all about people. And BCRF is all about people. And that's why it's just a great honor for me and an honor for BCRF to convey this award on Dame Lesley Fallowfield.
Thank you, Dr. Norton. I'm really honored to be given this truly prestigious award in memory of Jill Rose by the BCRF Scientific Committee. Over the last couple of decades, the BCRF has funded some truly exceptional basic scientists and clinicians. Together, they've increased our understanding of breast cancer, and this has led to the development of lots of new tests and treatments, which give many more women worldwide the genuine prospect of cure or of living much longer and better lives with their disease. The slight downside, though, of all these advances is that breast cancer is no longer a simple thing to explain to people, together with the logic, the rationale as to why one treatment might be better than another, not to mention trying to explain the meaning of different test results. So my research group have used some of the BCRF funding that we're very grateful to receive to develop some innovative educational programs. These help doctors explain not only the risks and uncertainties, but also the benefits of different treatments and why different test results suggest that patients should consider one treatment rather than another. We know from other research that we've been doing that these workshops do genuinely improve doctors' knowledge, their self-confidence, and their overall communication with patients. So our patients are much more likely to be giving truly educated and informed consent to different types of treatment. Because we know these workshops work, we're able to then release free of charge all these educational materials to other people in the world to use. So finally, I'd like to acknowledge my great team at Chauncey at Brighton and Sussex Medical School. I'd also like to thank the BCRF Scientific Committee for giving me this amazing award. I'd like to thank the Lauder family, the Jill Rose family, the Estee Lauder companies, and our wonderful supporters and donors for their tireless fundraising efforts. Thank you very much, and let's hope that next year we can all meet in New York again, face to face.
Research is the reason that we have effectively changed the very nature of the disease. Thanks to decades of research, we can now identify those with genetic predispositions and understand lifestyle interventions that can mitigate breast cancer risk. We're finding new and more effective ways to treat metastatic disease, with 9 new drugs approved in just the last 5 years. We are committed to the urgent priority of addressing and eradicating disparities in breast cancer. Long-term work depends on BCRF's ongoing investment. Since our founding in 1993, deaths from breast cancer have decreased by 40%. And make note, the World Health Organization recently announced that breast cancer is now the most frequently diagnosed cancer in the world, with 2.3 million people diagnosed around the globe this year.
It's now my honor to present the 2021 Sandra Taub Humanitarian Award to my dear friend, Stella McCartney.
Thank you, Leonard. I am so incredibly honored to be recognized for our work at Stella, raising funds and awareness for breast cancer. And thank you, Arlene, for establishing this award in memory of your beautiful daughter. This is a cause close to all of our hearts. I lost my mum to breast cancer and have committed myself to ending this devastating disease. I'm so proud to stand with BCRF on behalf of all of the mothers, grandmothers, daughters, sisters, aunts and friends, sons, husbands, brothers, everyone that has been impacted by breast cancer. Let's keep the great work of BCRF going so that nobody ever has to lose another loved one to this awful disease. Thanks to organisations like yours and the scientific research you are supporting, the future is brighter than ever. Thank you again for this incredible honour. Truly, I'm so, so grateful.
The Global Zambian, the only magazine that celebrates quality, cross-culture lifestyle and entertainment.
You are watching TGZ TV.